some of that Pennsylvania Dutch Amish bologna.
Howdy, and welcome back to the Texas Bucket List, where we always toast to Texas. You know, the Lone Star State is home to nearly 300 breweries, each of them unique in its own way. But over in Marble Falls, we found a beer maker with a special story and a business method that bestows goodwill, making it well worth a stop on the Texas Bucket List. Beer. In Texas, it's pretty popular. Lagers, stouts, and a bunch of bocks quench the thirst of parched Texans throughout the year. But one brewery is bringing big flavor to magnificent Marble Falls.
It's great beer.
They brew high quality beers, that are across the spectrum.
This is where my soul resides.
Dave is the brewer, and I am currently his assistant brewer, yes.
Quynh and David Rathkamp have been together since 2001 and are both former doctors, pediatricians to be precise, who had the calling to brew big Belgian ales in Burnett County. Heard you guys are former doctors?
Yes. Wow. In another lifetime.
You traded that for beer.
Did.
Yeah, easy trade.
Never looked back.
Yeah, they kind of look down when you're drinking on the job.
Switching such careers might seem like a critical situation for most people, but for Dave, it was a divine calling he received after reading the book, The Purpose-Driven Life, and discussing it with this prayer group.
It was kind of talking about how God gives you certain talents and ambitions and skills, and that's what you're supposed to do with your life. And so we're kind of a group of guys in a circle going around. What's your passion? We go, I love to sing. I just love to sing to the Lord. And I like to make things. And it came to me and I was like, I like to make beer. And everybody kind of turned and looked at me and I was like, yeah, that's what I like to do. And the leader was like, well, God can use that.
But how could hops have a holy calling? I mean, turning water to wine's one thing, but sacred suds?
Quinn's passion has always been for giving. She thought if she could ever do anything, she'd retire and work at a non-for-profit and just give money away. And I was like, well, why don't we merge these two together? And, I'll make the beer and you give the money away to charity. And so that's what we came up with, Save the World Brewing.
A brewery that bestows its profits may seem like a peculiar proposition, but for Quynh and David, it's what they were put on this earth to do. I mean, it literally was a leap of faith.
It really was. And truthfully, God provides, and God continues to provide, and we've been very thankful.
Since being in business in 2014, Save the World has donated over $100,000 to charities like Habitat for Humanity, Meals on Wheels, and Food for the Hungry.
The charities we give to are those that supply basic human needs, food, clothing, and shelter.
They're more interested in serving the community than making profit, so I want to support that.
I will spend whatever money here. I have no qualms about buying whatever merchandise, spending as much money, because it's a local business that's giving back to Texas and that's giving back to even beyond. I'm totally on board.
Even the tips made by the staff are donated to charity.
We're taken care of, and Quynh and Dave make sure that we're paid well, and we would rather those tips go to charity and go where they're supposed to go.
Lee Dameth takes care of the tasting room, and watching her tip jar fill up means more than just a few extra bucks in her pocket.
This charity, Feed My Starving Children, it's $80 per day. We'll feed one kid for an entire year. So, you see the money going in and you're counting it, that's one kid, that's 2 children, that's 3 children. And it's very exciting to see that, that money is going to do amazing things.
Supporting a good cause is always worth checking off the list, so we showed our support by finally getting to gulp the beer that gives.
So we are going to start here with our Lex Mundi, or our Potter's beer, which is a Belgium single. Humulus Filius, which is our Belgian pale ale.
Okay,
And
a little
so-
bit easier to remember than Humulus.
Yes.
Yeah, imagine trying to go to order another one of those at the bar.
Yes, exactly. Next, I'm gonna go with our Beer to Guard because it's my favorite.
Once again, I don't know how to order that one.
We'll stick with BDG.
BDG.
Exactly.
Just like any good Belgian ale, they're all strong and sensational.
Yeah, it's so good.
Oh, it's good.
I freaking love it.
I'm not a connoisseur of beer, but I know when I like something, and I like their beer.
But trying to remember the names can be difficult. Tell me the long, confusing name for this one.
The Belgian pale ale, or the Humulus Phileas.
I
Yes.
didn't take Latin. I took Spanish.
You ask, like, can we get an easier name this time? No, he sticks with the Latin.
I try to pronounce them.
There's so many of them that it's kind of confusing at times, but you find one you like and you just stick with it.
I didn't want to name a beer that somebody else had named out there. So nobody's going to use these crazy Latin names that I came up with.
Well, I know we tried the Lux, L-U-X, right?
Lux Mundi.
What does that translate to?
That's Light of the World.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's a light beer?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
A lighter beer here.
Yeah.
It's been claimed that founding father Benjamin Franklin once said,
Beer is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy.
well, for Quynh and David, God took it to the next level.
You guys kind of feel like you're on a mission from God?
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Need to start wearing my Blues Brother.
Right, exactly.
It definitely put you on a different path.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's a leap of faith, like you said, but some say that, faith that hasn't been tested is no faith at all. And so you gotta jump out there,
Yeah.
and test those waters, which is kind of cool.
It's our grand adventure.
Come help us save the world, one beer at a time.
I can vouch for that.
Yeah, absolutely. Cheers, my friend.
We're true beer leavers.
It really is amazing that you guys took this leap of faith. I can't get over that.
Yeah, we can't get over it sometimes too.
I can imagine.
It wasn't about just making money. I mean, it was about making beer for people and to serve God, which is pretty cool.